Hello pool players, Ron here. Welcome once again to the Pool Student Channel, and thank you very much for watching, everyone. You know, the other night I was shooting and I was actually going against the 9-ball Ghost, but I hooked myself a few times and I was making some swerve shots, and this actually is one of those shots, but I thought I would make a video on this, and I just wanted to do this because I believe that a lot of you have not even worked on swerve shots, and these are basically Massé shots, but they can really help us out. They can get us out of trouble when we're in safeties. We can actually pocket shots if we want to attempt them. I just thought I'd do this because if you're not trying these shots, you'll never learn these shots. I got to tell you this. The key on these is that you have to apply the spin, of course, but you have to give the cue ball a chance to grab the cloth. You can't hit them too hard. I think a lot of players that attempt these try to hit them too hard and they give up right away because they just feel it's not for them. They can't pull them off, and they may even feel that they're a bit of a lucky shot. So as I've thought of a way that I can show you guys how to begin your practice sessions with these, I'll show you me striking the cue ball, and here's a good angle for that. And notice that I'm hitting low but also to the side of the cue ball. So let's break this shot down in a little more detail. And I'm going to zoom up here and you're going to be able to see this shot. Notice that I'm striking pretty much just below the equator and a little bit off center of the center axis of the cue ball to my left. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm shooting downward into the table, putting Massé on the cue ball. If you look closely, you'll even see that the cue ball jumps off the table just slightly and then it comes back down to grip the cloth. Another important part of this shot is you want to stand behind it and visualize the curvature of the line entering into the object ball. And then step into the shot. And it's a feel. You're going to have to shoot downward into the cue ball, let the cue ball have time to spin, and then come around to the shot. So now I would like to talk about cue elevation. Cue elevation will vary depending on the distance between the cue ball and the blocker ball. When the cue ball is closer to the blocker ball, we must elevate a lot more to get the cue ball to massé around the blocker ball. When the cue ball is farther away from the blocker ball, we do not have to elevate quite so far. Here is a long swerve shot where the cue ball is farther back from the blocker ball. I've chosen to go rail first here to gain position to the red. It should be noted that when an object ball is closer to a cushion, we can use the rail to often pocket the shot much more easily. As I've shown you my swerve shots, there is an alternative. If you're comfortable with jumping the ball, here's a dart stroke, and now here's an overhand stroke. And these are the same shots that I swerved at earlier. Now let's finish off with a shot that I had during an actual 9-ball run where I used rail first to gain position to this 5. Notice my cue elevation due to the fact that I'm a full ball blocked. From here, the reward is not only getting on the 5-ball, but it's also giving me the opportunity to run out the entire rack. In putting together this swerve/Massé video, I couldn't help but think how many times that this type shot has saved me, especially when I was played safe against by an opponent. You'll need to really work on these because they're going to add a lot to your arsenal. It's going to get you out of trouble and win you more games. Practice them in your practice session until you're comfortable with them before you try pulling them off in competition. I assure you, once again, that if you work on these shots, that you'll pocket shots more often as well as get yourself out of trouble. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and until next time, like I always say, keep on practicing.